Hello everyone, welcome back to the Secrets of Monkey Island Special Edition. So last time we went on a journey across the sea and we finally arrived at the legendary Monkey Island TM. Then we went around Monkey Island a bit, collecting some items that we're going to need in this episode, and we had several encounters with the slightly irritating castaway Herman Toothrot. We've nearly got everything we need to get further into the island. Now, if we go up this way, you'll see there is a crack here, which we didn't go to before. Let's go here. And, yes, I quite like how there is a top-down view of Guybrush in this view, in this scene. Kind of nice. There is a strong branch and a sturdy stump here. And at the bottom of this canyon, this sort of ravine, we have a pair of oars. And just a moment ago when we were on the beach you noticed a rowboat which was conveniently missing a set of oars. Now we have 2 ropes which we collected last time. We can use them to get down there. So we'll put one on this branch and then we will use it to descend to this plinth here, and we will use the second rope with this sturdy stump. And you guessed it, we'll go down to the bottom. And we'll pick up these oars, because we need them. And then we'll go all the way back up to the top again. There we go. Sorted. Now I'll just show you guys why we need to use that rowboat. We need to get to the top of the island, and there is this huge mountain range thing going across the middle of the island, so we need to row around the outside basically. I didn't point that out, so I just thought that I would for the purpose of continuity. Okay, back to the beach, and there it is. Remember where it was. We will use the oars on the rowboat.
With these oars.
I can paddle it with these oars, yes you can. You can indeed. That's some pretty good paddling. So we'll go up around the east coast. And I think we need to be going to the northeastern part of the island, so get a move on, Guybrush. Now I'm hoping that if I actually get a good pace on in this episode, which I didn't do last time, then we might be able to finish chapter 3 in this episode, which means that the next episode will be the final one and it will be shorter than half an hour. However, I'm pretty convinced that I can do the rest of the game in 2 episodes, so we will try. And if there isn't going to be much in it, then I might make this one a bit longer and make it the final one. We will see what happens. Let's look at this note.
Cannibals. I'm not giving you bloodsuckers your key to the monkey head until you return my banana picker. HT.
Yes, we pretty much already knew that we have to get the banana picker off the cannibals. So if we walk into the jungle here, and you'll see there are these huts here, this is the cannibal village. So let's pay these guys a visit.
It's an empty hut.
That's an empty hut.
I can't see inside from here, but I'll bet it's empty.
Yeah.
This hut is very empty.
Okay, starting to see a theme developing here.
Boy, this is the emptiest hut I've ever seen.
Uh,
No 2 ways about it. This hut's empty.
the sort of gentle, subtle humour of Ron Gilbert is very, very appealing to me. I love it. Ooh, bananas. We like bananas. We're collecting bananas. Let's pick up the bananas. Should we grab the fruit as well?
No thanks. The rest is no good.
The rest is no good. Okay, fair enough. Let's open this door.
This door appears to be locked.
Alright, fine. Moving on. Oh dear.
Is that a banana in your pocket, or are you just glad to see us?
You've got a lot of nerve stealing from the notorious Monkey Island Cannibals.
You're cannibals?
Well, yes. Although lately, we've been trying to stay away from red meat.
Only for health reasons. We're still as vicious as ever.
Welcome to the
Oh,
1990s.
especially with tourists who try to steal our stuff for souvenirs. Well, what do you have to say for yourself?
Let's see. Well, someone did teach us this before earlier in the game, so let's use it.
Look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
Hey, do you really think we're that stupid?
Yes.
I wouldn't push it if I were you.
Don't eat me. I'll give you anything.
There is a three-headed monkey.
Anything? If you had some sort of offering for us, something that we could pass on to the great monkey, well...
I don't think they accept anything that we can give. I think we just have to wait until they get bored of it. Let's give them some groggo mints.
Now, what would the great monkey do with that?
The three-headed monkey's still chilling.
Obviously, you have nothing for us. We might eat you, we might let you go. We'll have to talk about it with the village nutritionist. Come, let me show you our guest hut. That should do it.
Right, so we've been kidnapped by cannibals. And there is another note. Let's read that note.
To the ghost pirate LeChuck. We must protest your acquisition of our voodoo antiroot. We realize that it presents a hazard to you and your crew, but this is thievery. The Monkey Island Cannibals.
Okay. There is a skull here. Let's pick up the skull. And underneath it is a loose board. If we pick that up, then it reveals a hole which we can conveniently use to escape. Now, notice Herman's banana picker here. We can't take that with us now. We have to leave it for now. Because I don't think it will fit through or something.
I might fit through that hole, but I don't think this banana picker will.
There you go, you see. So we have to leave that where it is for now. We can come back for it.
And no, I'm not getting squeamish. I'd love to eat the guy.
So let's do it.
But think of your arteries.
We are cannibals, for crying out loud.
Yeah, but cannibals have to watch their saturated fats just like everyone else.
Right. Okay, now we need to row back to the beginning again. What fun. All of the games have some degree of backtracking. That's just the nature of point-and-click games, really. And point-and-click games haven't really been especially modernised. I mean, well, I suppose they have if you count things like the recent Telltale games. Come on, Guybrush, speed up, mate. Alright. Yeah, if you count things like the modern Telltale games as point-and-click games, which I guess they technically are, they certainly started out that way with Sam & Max and Tales of Monkey Island and things like that. But nowadays they are more like interactive stories with QTE events. That's more like what things like The Wolf Among Us, The Game of Thrones, Jurassic Park, Tales from the Borderlands, Minecraft Story Mode, etc., etc. They're all more kind of like that. So, but then, you know, there are the real sort of modern classic style point-and-click games like Broken Age and Broken Sword 5 and things like that. They are kind of exactly the same as they always were. Like, this is how it has backtracking. It's just one of the
That doesn't
things.
seem to work.
Oops. One of the things about it. And if I can stay focused while I'm babbling on, then we might actually make some progress here. Bananas. Okay, give him another banana. Yummy. And another one. Make this guy overdose on potassium and vitamin D. He's going to be so hyper. and banana number 5. Okay, I think that was all of them. Now, let's just test this out. If we walk to the jungle, the monkey should now follow us around. Yes, he does. And I believe there is an area around here that we haven't been to yet. The eastern sort of peninsula of Monkey Island, over this away. Sorry about that, technical difficulties. There we go, the clearing. And over here we will find a bit further over here, a bit further, the legendary giant monkey head.
Why, that's the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen.
Ah, classic joke. Okay, and we need to use this little fella to help us to get into this monkey head area. And where was it now? Ah, yes. The nose of this totem pole, we can pull it. Close nose. Close nose. Pull the nose, and the gate opens, and if we let go, it closes. But we've got a monkey friend. He will swing on it for us and allow us inside. Fantastic. Wimpy Little Idol. And you can see that that one has a slightly more distinct graphical style from the rest of them, indicating that it is a sprite. So, in the classic sort of Hanna-Barbera style, we know which things are movable in this scene and which are background, and that means we need to grab it.
I doubt anyone will miss this piece of junk.
And notice over here, yes, that is Purple Tentacle from Day of the Tentacle and Maniac Mansion.
It looks like a sacred idol of some kind.
No, it's just Purple Tentacle. Is that Green Tentacle in the background? I think it is. That's the classic looking tentacle from Maniac Mansion, and that's the Day of the Tentacle style. Very nice touch. Okay, now we have the idol, we need to go back to the Cannibals. Terrific. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We're nearly in the monkey head. Don't think there's that much more for us to do before we get there. Let's go back to the southern beach and get in our little rowboat. In England we say rowing boat, by the way. So rowboat kind of makes me uncomfortable because I'm English. Use rowboat and oars. And we'll make our way back. Ugh. Speed up, Guybrush. There we go. The second game actually really did away with the slow navigation. There are more islands and the islands are smaller and you don't have to do things like row around them, although there is a slow navigational thing on a map in Monkey Island 2, but it is just a joke, and it's a very good joke. And when I get to play that game I will make sure that I point it out because it's pretty good, I like it. Anyway, let's move back to the Cannibal Village. And now we have to get accosted by those fellas again. I think all we have to do is just do this. Yes.
Ah, the banana thief returns to the scene of the crime.
Maybe we should just eat him right now.
Do you have any idea how much cholesterol is in one of these things? Now then, how did you break out of our hut, and why did you come back?
I have to say, the cannibal with the red hat, red mask, the one at the front, he has the sort of voice which appears in a lot of LucasArts games like Day of the Tentacle. It reminds me, it sort of has the very louche, blasé sounding American accent which is used by characters like George Washington in Day of the Tentacle and things like that. So it was really nice that when they did finally revisit this game and do it with voice acting, which was relatively recently, only about 5 or 6 years ago, that they did not only use the existing voice cast to do the main characters, but also did stick to the LucasArts imprint. Anyway, we can give them that idol now.
Don't eat me. I'll give you anything.
Okay. We'll give you one more chance to trade something of yours for your freedom. Well...
We will give them the wimpy little idol.
Hey, wow, this is impressive. Lemonhead, take a look at this.
Ooh, that's nice. And it says, made by Lemonhead, just like one of mine. We should take this to the Great Monkey.
Yes, I agree. We are very grateful to you for this fine gift. If there's anything you need on Monkey Island, just come see us.
Why, thank you. And now we can use the guest house freely. They've opened up the door for us, and it doesn't lock behind us when we go inside, which means we can, of course, grab Herman's banana picker. And there is Herman.
All I want is my banana picker back.
Stop
Will
it.
they
Stop
give it to
whinging.
me?
I'll give you your banana picker.
They want the monkey head key back first. Hey, thanks. I thought I'd never see this again. Here, you can take this key to the monkey head back to the natives.
Okay. And don't worry, I won't use it or anything.
Right. Back to the monkey head. How I do love backtracking across this map, backwards and forwards. And yes, while almost everyone who has played this series will basically agree that Escape from Monkey Island, the 4th title in the series, is the weakest, it does have the very nice feature of small world maps, or small island maps rather, ones which are quick to get around. And you do actually go to Monkey Island in that game as well, and the map is very small. There is a bottle here. I don't think I've actually been to this beach yet.
There's a message in it. It's a memo.
Another
to Herman
note.
Toothrot. From Yammer, Hem, and Haw, attorneys at law. Regarding suit against Cannibal Tribe over malicious tossing of your oars into a chasm. I think we have a case here. We can probably soak them for emotional distress and possibly punitive damages as well. Sounds like legalese. I don't think I can translate the rest.
Well, there we go. So at least now we know the context of why there were a pair of oars sitting at the bottom of a chasm waiting for us to take them. We might need to grab that. No, the bottle is gone, so we don't need to grab it. Anyway, we should be able to get to the clearing from here. Yes, we can. And we have the key to the monkey head, and we have our monkey pal swinging on the totem pole's nose. That's a very weird sentence, I never thought I would say that. Which means we can now get inside. And there is the key, and notice that it looks exactly like a Q-tip.
Looks like a giant cotton swab.
Cotton swab. So we basically know where we need to be using this, the gigantic monkey's ear. Nice. And in we go. So notice that the giant monkey actually has a skeleton, kind of like the dead Kongs in King Kong. Nice little touch there. In fact, I always remember this area looking particularly nice in the original VGA. Well, in the VGA version, not in the original version, although the original version does look alright as well. So let's just have a look there. Yeah. I do love DOS graphics. Yes. And notice that this is quite clearly the area from those cutscenes earlier on where we saw LeChuck's ghost ship moored in the river of underground lava. That would be this river. Let's keep moving onwards here. Some nice freaky faces carved into the rock there. Some freaky eyes.
I can't reach it.
Yeah, I think I've just remembered that we don't actually have the means to navigate this area yet. Because we need one of the most well-known items in this game in order to do that. I say well-known items, I mean one of the most memorable items in the game. Let me think, how do we get that item? I think we have to go back to speak to the Cannibals, who are now our friends. I really like those cannibals as well, those louche, health-conscious cannibals. They're quite nice guys. And they reappear later on as well. I mean, in a different game later in the series. And yeah, it's certainly not looking like we're going to be able to get anywhere near the end of the game today. I mean, today in this episode. We're probably not going to be able to finish Chapter 3 either. But I think we can do it.
Have you come back to let us repay you for your fine gift?
Next time. Okay, let's speak to these guys and see if they can help.
Well, actually, there is something.
Tell us, what is it?
I'm looking for somebody.
Here? On Monkey Island?
We're the only people living on Monkey Island.
Well, the only civilized people.
How rude. Although I agree, Herman is super annoying.
That's okay. The people I'm looking for aren't living.
Oh, yeah. Those guys.
And you've seen the ghost pirate LeChuck and his cadaverous crew?
Those jerks have been bugging us for months.
Zooming around here in that creepy ghost ship of theirs, wailing and moaning until all hours of the morning.
Scaring away all the cruise ship business?
Normally, when we have problems with the undead, we just cook up our standard potion of exorcism and be done with it.
So why don't you do that now?
Well, the main ingredient of the potion is a very rare root. In fact, there's only one in existence.
We only use a little bit at a time, you see.
But LeChuck stole the whole thing.
Where is he hiding it?
He's in a place beneath this island. Somewhere in a huge system of catacombs. A hellish place filled with the wailing of tortured souls trapped forever in the rock, where the walls bleed and the air is thick with the rancid smell of pure evil.
Tourists used to line up for hours to see it.
What happened? Health department shut you down?
No, we lost the key.
It was stolen.
Well, we loaned it to a hermit who lives on the island.
And until that crusty old pantless weirdo brings it back, we're keeping his banana picker.
LeChuck came in here and stole your root? What a cad.
And I suppose stealing bananas is any better.
I'm off to find LeChuck and get the root.
Sorry, but it's just not that easy. Trying to find LeChuck could be very dangerous.
You'd never find your way through the catacombs without them.
Hey, Ixnay on the Edhay of the Navigator Nay.
The what?
Nothing.
Nothing.
So yeah, the Edhay of the Navigator Nay is the item that we need. And let's talk in Pig Latin.
Uye uye abhe a apne ave atacombs k?
Ori say, oh no.
We could at
Oh,
least tell
no.
him what the head does.
Well, it's a navigating tool.
It's a head. It was once attached to a navigator.
We've kept it alive magically, so we could take advantage of its innate sense of direction. Getting through the catacombs without it is impossible.
But it's our only one, so you can't have it.
I guess we have nothing to offer you.
After he gave us that nice idol, too.
Feel free to come to the Great Monkey and visit your idol anytime. So, anyway, Lemonhead, what was that you were saying about tropical oils?
Well,
Right, during that conversation I think I remembered what happened. What happened? I mean, what we need to actually do. The pamphlet we have in our inventory.
It's called How to Get a Leg Up in Treasure Hunting.
I think it's this. We need to give them something we have anyway. I think it's this.
Oh, we couldn't take that. You've already given us so much.
Nope. What was it then? Brochure.
It's called How to Arm Yourself in Sea Battle.
This one?
Oh, we couldn't take that.
Nope.
You've already given us so
Leaflet.
much.
It's called How to Get Ahead in Navigating.
There we go. That's got to be the one.
Well, look at this. It looks like instructions on how to get ahead.
We could give him our head and use these instructions to get ourselves a new one.
Grown.
Yes, I suppose we can give you this now.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Looks pretty good for a dried up old head, doesn't it?
Ah.
We
Nice.
keep it wrapped in this magical necklace that makes it invisible to ghosts.
Another hint there.
Oh, look! I think he likes you. Just follow his nose, and he'll lead you to LeChuck's hideout in the catacombs. Then, get the root from LeChuck and come back here. We'll mix up a batch of our special enzymatic ghost-dissolving solution.
And you can pour it on LeChuck like salt on a slug.
Yeah.
Good luck!
Fantastic. So we got the head. I feel like this guy is sort of like a sort of a precursor to Murray the Skull from the later Monkey Island games, who's like a fan favourite character, certainly a favourite of mine. He first appeared in the third game, which I absolutely adore that game. Well, I can't wait to play that on this channel. But we've got to get through this first. We need to go back to the Monkey Head. Now we have a means of navigating the lava-filled labyrinth inside. I think we might actually not have to use the rowboat and oars again after this, which would be really good. And we're nearly at the end of this episode, so what I'm going to do is just get through the labyrinth and then I will end it there, and next time we should be able to do the rest of the game. I don't think there's too much left after that. So, yeah, should be the final episode next time, all being well. In fact, it doesn't really matter how long it is, I'll just do a long episode if it's more than half an hour. Alright, now we're in here, we just have to use the head of the navigator. And you see his nose is pointing to the right. Let's just check. Yep. You see, whichever way we face, his nose points the same way. Which and we just have to follow his nose. Follow your nose. All the way across here. Yep, still facing this way. I think in the next area is where we need him most.
I think it wants me to go to the right.
There we go. So if we, now that he's changed direction, if we go back this way, yes, you see, it's given us a new place to go. And he's taking us once again to the right. This also reminds me of a sequence in Loom, but it's a little bit better than that sequence. Back to the left. And it's changed again. Which way are we going now? Left. Are we going to the left or are we going up? Left. Okay. Yeah, there's a sequence in Loom that's a lot like this. No, right. Left. What? Must mean up here. Is this right? Yes, it is. Yeah, a sequence in Loom that's a lot like this, and but doesn't have the kind of changing landscape. It's just a little bit annoying. Tell me to go back up here again. Left. What? Left. Okay. Can I even get this way? He must mean up here then. There's a giant nose there. Oh, this is different now. How bizarre. Just going backwards and forwards on and off the screen. That looks cool. I like that. What? How long is this going to go on for? To the left? To the left, to the left? Must mean back up here now. Am I missing something? Okay, definitely to the right. Now he's put the head away. What gives? Okay, definitely this way. Oops. Sorry about that. I like the voodoo music. It's cool. Yes, you want me to go this way, do you? Yes, you do. Right, there's definitely no path over there, so it must be this way. Yep. Ooh, there's a big heart. Very nice. Okay, it looks like this is the only route. And now to the left. Only one route here. And back again. Where are you taking me, man? You're taking me up here. There we go. We did it. We got to the ghost ship. Okay, I guess I am going to end the episode here. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please press like. And I will catch you in the next episode for more of the Secrets of Monkey Island Special Edition. Goodbye.